Good. It's a little bit of art, so there.
Yeah, it's cool. I wonder how they do that. Just probably print it.
I think it's a print
Like a
it.
stamp.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. Normally we're gonna do some little chitty chat, so a commotion this morning. But let's catch up with you. So Benji, we are eating and drinking here.
So I guess
So, yeah. So, go ahead. You know the routine. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, other than being sick, happy to be recovered and doing stuff again and seeing people.
Mm.
And it's getting colder outside.
Mm.
It's been a little bit, I think.
So you don't like wintertime as well, huh? Mm.
It's a kind of
So,
in the middle thing.
Oh
yeah.
wow, okay.
I like it, but I don't like it that much.
Mm.
But I think after being sick, definitely things have started to pick up a little bit. Just, being able to wake up a little bit earlier and get more stuff done, which is nice. When you're sick, you just kind of have this
Lazy
little...
hour. Yeah.
So that's been good too. School and just started doing math with Noah again. So
Wow.
yeah, working on that. Doing a little bit better, but still need some
Are you
practice.
good with math or not?
I'm okay.
So.
Yeah.
Don't be so humble. If you're good, say it.
I'm not that good.
I was good with math.
You were?
Yeah.
Maybe you could teach me a few things.
No way. Don't forget everything. So
You said
Alrighty.
was.
Yeah. But other than that, school, and we did worship night the other night, which was nice. I personally haven't been there for quite a few weeks, so it was nice to see everyone and hear Tim share a little bit of Isaiah, I think it was, and some of other chapters. But
What's the thing?
Nicole was had a little bit of a spiritual. I don't know how you would say that. Just she was trying to highlight how important it is to help one another and be in a people, and just how important it is or just how much she needs each one of the family of God, just the way that His people work together and how we should feel not afraid to speak in front of one another and just honest and open, I guess.
Yeah.
And Tim alluded to that with a few scriptures, I think. So that was nice to hear, just some encouragement and some, yeah. And let's see, what else? Yeah, I guess just a lot of changes going to happen coming into a new year. Getting older and might be moving to a different house and stuff. So
What?
that'll be interesting.
Seriously? Think I'm gonna rent a new one or buy a new one?
I don't know.
No.
They're just kind of looking at the options, I guess, but starting to get a little bit more serious about it. Yeah.
The
Changes.
plan is have your grandma come over or something. Right?
Yeah, and my mom might actually go to Spain next year. It's not for sure yet, but she might head over there because my
Stay for a while.
my uncle is having another baby, so she might go over there to help them out, which would be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's not much to say after being sick, but because you don't do much. Lots of school. I've been trying to.
Catch up in school.
I've been reading that book that you gave me, The Life of David.
Oh, what do you think about that?
I like it. I've been looking for a book that just had the Life of David, because I know that you've recommended it before and other people have for my situation personally, and I've been enjoying it.
Yeah, I had mine when we were cleaning, and then I came back in here. It was gone.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to
Who
it.
took her?
Emmanuel you had a copy the other day that you were asking if it was mine.
I'll give it to Tim.
Oh, okay.
So you can borrow from your dad.
Yeah.
No, I got a copy as well.
Yeah, that one Dad has may have been
Okay.
my copy,
Yeah.
but I can share it with Dad.
But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's the main rundown, I think, of this.
Yeah. I never know the book or the author. One time, the Lord said, why not you think about David's songs and his life beyond the history record in the Bible and other record. It's his life, the inner life especially,
Yeah.
is researching the Psalms. So I often read and meditate on those things, but never really try to consolidate. So and I had to do a teaching on David's life.
Really?
Yeah, with the Kenya brothers sisters. So I said, well, Lord, I need some kind of
Material.
a material to help me to find out how to consolidate Psalms. Private time you don't necessarily take notes stuff like that. So I wanted to understand David's life a bit better. At the same time, me and Noah thinking about the reading spiritual science stuff. So, and then I said, the Lord said, do a search. Research David's life as a song. So I landed on that book.
Nice.
And so the book's pretty archaic. The time my English reading of the English, that style is pretty difficult for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we stumbled over, me and Noah read it together.
Yeah, he told me about that.
Yeah,
you guys
so
recorded it and stuff.
yeah, then I really began to enjoy the author, because the person drew a lot of the essence, the scriptures. David's life is like, when you get a hold, it's like the things that I have been taught and meditated on. I was really impressed by the author, so I began looking more into it. It's one of the best commentators on the Bible. So he's they have a called divinity school in Oxford or Cambridge. So it's those days, early 19th century, before First World War, stuff like that. So around that time, they have some amazing scholarship in England. So those days, American Christianity is still dwindling, right? So yeah, so it's a highlight in terms of academic or scholarship, true scholarship of Bible, or study or exposition. It's sitting in England, so there's a bunch of wonderful authors at that time. So.
Have you read any of his other books, or?
Oh yeah, we're currently reading all his commentaries.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
We are into numbers now, so it's all recorded.
Nice.
Their book is free, so.
Really?
Yeah, copyright
like
free.
audiobooks?
All the book, not the audiobooks.
Okay,
so.
like.
But you can follow our reading if you don't mind.
Okay.
So.
Or
Me
is
and
it
Noah
just
recorded. Yeah.
on Kingdom Age?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The author called Alexander McLaren. So yeah.
Okay.
In the beginning, I said, I'm going to comment on things. Gradually, I just refrain from doing that because he did such a wonderful job.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Not much to comment on.
I mean, it's not a scholarly per se. It's both personally have a lot of scholarship. So, a person really seems to know God in a very deep way, know the scripture we're well informed. So, yeah, one of the best authors in terms of expounding on spiritual truth is, so. It's not picky. The word study, let me give you this, rather more this application, spiritual essence of things, so, yeah. Which I seldom comment on people's scholarship, but this one is definitely spiritual field and interpretation of the scriptures is very important to know the touch of the spirit, so, yeah. I was thinking the other day, I said, certain people sing a song, suddenly you feel different, right? Than others with all the skills, all the bells, whistles, you just don't feel moved by the spirit. There are certain people just like very simple, right? So, and I just listened to a song yesterday. This is black gentleman. Man, he is a worshiper, he stir all the stiff guys, so it's a very beautiful artist, but nobody really worships the spirit, right? I mean, not nobody. Seldom worship the spirit. and have the freedom, you know. When he finished saying, he don't even say, he just stir people up saying, you know, so everybody almost like dancing and weeping, you know. He was so moved in the spirit, you can feel it's like he, you know, so that's the power of the spirit. It's like, you can feel it, you know, so, wow. You just feel it, you know, like feel dancing, you know, so.
That's good.
Yeah, he's not interested to show his really wonderful singer. He's not interested to show off his own voice, own talent, just lead everybody up, you know, so. That's amazing. That's the Spirit of God is interesting, it's very personal. At the same time, I like to congregate, you know, so like to, you know, have a gathering, right? To worship together, dance together. Yeah, those are beautiful times.
Yeah, I've always admired how personal it can be and how, like you were saying, how it can be in just a gathering.
Yeah,
People.
yeah.
Just,
Always, you can sometimes feel the difference. Certain people showed up, suddenly, boom, thing just died down, right? Certain people showed up, but boom, thing pick up, you know. So it's actually with anointing, you know. It's called anointing the spirit. And I go to the store, I can feel that. It's worldly people, right? Sorry to talk about everything. Like when I show up at the store, normally there are certain people don't care about you, but there are some people just suddenly just like become activated. You know, it's crazy, huh? So, people go extremes to help you. They want to chat with you. They want to help you. You know, so and when you're in the line, everybody's blessing in. You know, so want to be part of the conversation. Is that amazing? Yeah. Yeah. I go to a haircut place. We're always cracking jokes and everybody being part of the conversation. Nobody really intended to do anything, you know. I'm just sitting there, carrying on my life. But people can feel whether you have a heart for them, whether you know. So I go to the people do a service, you know, see if we kind of meet. They were always like, I mean, especially sometimes I never see them before, you know. This is do everything for you, you know. So I ask you, smile at you, make sure you get what you need. I think they do I see all these $3 now. It's the same, you know. So in the beginning, I think it's because I'm a Chinese, maybe it looks strange. There are a lot of Chinese around as well, so you know, so they don't. I think the key is let people know you don't care about the differences. You know, you treat them and you want to be treated as a decent human being. You know, so really care about one another. Yeah.
Right.
Then the COVID-19 thing is you wear the same. You can't look at people. You dare not get approach people.
Yeah.
Everybody's fearful to get close to you, something like nature. And I don't wear anything. Yeah. Okay, they look at me and just smile back. And also, we're good. Anyway, why don't you pray for us, Benji? Not always there, but it's good to be there once in a while. So.
Lord, we thank you for Lord, for the way that you move, and for the way that you, Lord, are in different people, Lord, and in the way that you, Lord, allow us to relate to others and to, Lord, be, Lord, a good difference, Lord, for people to see, and just pray that you would help us to have, Lord, hearts for people, Father, and for your people. Pray that you would help us to, Lord, have a heart for you, most importantly, to seek after you with a full, committed heart, Lord. Pray that you would, Lord, help us to, Lord, contemplate on healthy things, Lord, and keep our mind in a good place. Lord, I pray that you would help us to, Lord, to find you in different situations and in our everyday lives. Pray that you would help us to, Lord, know you even better, and to, Lord, really, Lord, be able to see you.
To see you.
So, Lord, I just thank you for this time, and I thank you for, Lord, these meetings that we have today, Father. Thank you for the people like Emmanuel and Noah that are, Lord, that they seek to pour into the younger people's lives, Lord, and to just grow this next generation, Lord, in a right way. Pray that you would give them peace through that, Lord, and help them to be settled, and, Lord, to speak in a way that, Lord, can be understood by all. Thank you for their hearts, and I pray that you would just bless the hearts of the students, Lord. Help us to be respectful and, Lord, to carry the wisdom shared and apply them, Lord. Thank you for this time. Amen.
Hallelujah. Well, if you don't have anything, actually, we still have about 15 minutes less, Elijah. Yeah. And I'll see you for a while as well.
Yeah,
so, you're on vacation. You got sick yourself, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, I got sick like a week before we left.
There you go.
And then I got better right before, kind of in the midst of it.
Yeah, about 2 weeks' time at least. So,
Yeah.
So, come back to life?
Yeah, I think so.
I still try to get used to his short hairstyle.
It's grown a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to cut it again soon.
You had to look at him differently, so
Yeah.
his face suddenly become bigger. Really, so.
Yep.
Scary.
Yeah, scary. Yep.
No.
Well, yeah, I guess I have got to come back to life in a sense from the past month even, because I haven't really been doing much work.
A lot of distraction, I guess.
Well, actually just not that much work in general, because I thought we had a lot of employees for a while that there really wasn't much work for me to do.
Oh, yeah.
Then one of them left, and then some other ones are now working somewhere else for a period of time, so I've had some work open up for me, which I've actually been working with my cousin Isaac past few days at my property. Just we were just doing some work,
Maintenance work.
yeah, and it was good to spend some time together doing stuff like that. But I've been trying to keep up with homework, and it's just it's a little difficult to keep a schedule up, because I gotta get a sufficient amount of sleep and work and school done. It's kind of been a little difficult to cram it all in one day.
Sure. No.
And then I think in the next week or two I might go up to the high school and try to get my practice test, or not practice, or the placer test set up, just to kind of figure out when they're doing those, and when I can get it scheduled. So.
Sure. Go to the college, right?
Yeah, the college. Probably college or the high school, I'm not sure. Either one.
Running start or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to start that as soon as possible. And then I think Isaac's going to try to start that with me as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah. What about Benji?
I can't do it till next year.
Yeah, he's not
you have not
quite old enough to
nice.
start yet.
I see. Wow, okay.
I know, right?
But yeah, and then just...
Hey, there are 13 years people go to Harvard, man. You heard of that? 13 years going to Harvard?
Like all of them?
No, some. some students 13
Stay
years
there
old,
15
yeah,
years.
15 years old
Wow.
in Harvard. So.
Yep.
It's a lot of years.
Okay, you're not really understanding.
What? Maybe I'm not. Sorry.
When they're 13 years old, they went Harvard.
Oh.
So yeah,
Oh,
my
okay.
point is that what's special about this
Another
college,
one.
you know? So
Another one.
Sorry.
So that's okay. So thank you for that was big. My English had a problem.
No.
That's another one.
He's
Another
terrible,
Friday
man.
morning happening.
You should call you some slack.
Right.
Salmon? Can you boil salmon? Anyways.
That's okay. So that's good. And what the Lord is doing in God's life? There's nothing being said on that.
For I think most recent thing was Dad's teaching the other day. I was listening in and working, but I was able to listen to most of everything.
Tuesday morning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same here.
And it was interesting to hear about this new gathering that we might.
Yeah, you
Spiritual
guys
growth.
interested to be part of it?
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think so.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna teach.
You're gonna teach?
Yeah, I'm gonna. That's basically a time for me to teach. So, pray for people, minister to people. More on a spiritual flowing time, you know. So
Yeah, me.
sometimes worship. It's not a lot of religiosity, rather to see us thirsting, hungry, as well as being have a more a liberty to ask questions, to learn solid topics, to minister, you know. So to let the Spirit move. Sometimes Spirit use his vessels and right those good ways to flow. To do that, I encourage you guys. Don't think about merely as a student receiving it, but as one able to move in the Lord, you know. So to pray for people, but pray for young people. Maybe there are newcomers, you know. So, but as you know, I when I do teaching topic, often require the scriptures. So you know, so one of people familiar with scripture don't beating their heads. What is the scripture is about? It's a basic, right? It's a basic scripture knowledge, which I think you guys have already acquired. So, yeah, and show a love for the scriptures, you know. So Moses and I know I heard that before. It's really getting to the heart, right? So yeah. Oh, the other day was this Chinese poem. So it's when they're young, you want to read a lot of subjects, right? So you read. Think you're getting someday. So you don't really know exactly what you're reading. So like I was, so I was an avid reader, you know. I always search. Oh, that's a subject I want to know more and more, you know, rapid. And don't really know what I read, you know. And then said this poet. So then you're getting older, you begin to reflect on things. You don't necessarily just read, you know, you just begin to understand how the way of life works, you know, the principle things. So, yeah. You know, things are, Confucius said, 学而不思则罔，思而不学则殆. Means that when you learn something, you don't think about it, don't meditate it, don't really. This we call application, right? He said, practice what you learn. Don't like the Pharisees, you know, the intellectualism. They will teach you the right thing, right? Now said they don't do it. There are certain things in life, like actually most of the stuff in life, is when you do it. Practice it, experiment it, you know, that's when you really begin to understand things. Things really begin to make sense, you know. So when you don't do it, you know, it's a topic, right? I know. You don't really know, am I? So yeah. Well, think about it. I know I need to shoot the target. I know how to buy a ball. I know the price. I know how to pull them straight. I know I have to take a lot of time to steady my hand, monitor things. I know. I watch that. Also, I was a champion how I did. So I know every champion, man. So I know every detail, how many yards. So I even studied the wind. On the impact of the arrows. So I study all that. I never shoot arrows myself. I mean, most of the people actually do life like that, So it's just impractical in a way. So I went to many churches. It's full of such people. Sorry, you can't really talk to them. So they're full of knowledge. I know. I see. Okay, where your wisdom, the godly counsel, in that upsetting or disturbing situation? They actually like wake up in the dream. What are you talking about? Is God here? Am I right? They talk a lot, but the default is still the own way, the own thinking. And they don't think so. You know all the stuff. What they use. Often a symptom of one is really slow to learn is one, especially biblical of God wisdom. You found people always, when things doesn't work out, messed up. They say, "Oh God, what are you doing? Why you did this to me?" What's wrong? It's not bad. I'm saying that is still asking God and not walk away from God. It's needed, But that's pretty much a reflection. Before we do anything, have we ever asked God the things should be done or to do it? And Jesus said, the Father tell me what to do and how to do it. Or what to see, how to see it. See is a discourse, but that's not merely a discourse, right? But Jesus' teaching always produce life, produce reality in a sense. Amen? He's the truth and the grace. Grace is working out of the truth. Amen? Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Making sense to you? Yeah. Yeah, I know. That target, I know the ball, that's the truth. But grace is when you what? Apply it. Eventually become a champion yourself. Then you can say, I have mastered this art of shooting. And go out now I can hunt something. I'm not afraid to go out of the wood to get it, I'm not afraid anymore because I mastered skill, so. And and also when I go somewhere, if we need there's no food or whatever, I will never forget to pack out a bowl with me, and get some arrow sharpened. Why? That's how I'm gonna go on a trip in the wilderness. You were not thinking about it. That's just what I do, so. So that's my point, right? So you will never more than worry about whether you're gonna have food or not. You actually already did the preparation. Yeah, they think that much for you to think about it. That's Bible, God's wisdom, and learning truth with God. Is you already have it. You never think about the processing in needs or situations or decisions in life without it. Hallelujah. Sorry, I will take the conversation there. So, actually, Elijah, I want you to pray and bless Benji as well. So, yeah, go ahead.
Father, we love you, Lord. Lord, I thank you for, Lord, all that you are, Lord, all that you have done for us, Lord, and will continue to do. I just pray that our hearts and minds would be in the right place and set on you and what you are doing. I pray for my brother Benji, Lord, as he continues to grow and, Lord, ask questions, Lord, and seek wisdom, that he would find it, and that he would be led, Lord, to continue to follow you and to know you and have the, Lord, desire to be more like you. Lord, and that we may grow together, Lord, in your wisdom and your plan. and that we may work together into fulfilling that and being that, Lord. Lord, to soldiers in your house and in your courtroom, Lord. So I pray just for a blessing on each one. Bless your name.
Amen. Okay. Let's go out. I think. Thank you guys for the time.